Okay. Okay, so before I start, so first of all, congratulations to all the coaches that hit Success Club last month. I know for some of you, you might not understand the concept of Success Club, and I don't mean understand it, it's not rocket science, but really the benefit of what it has in your business. And what Success Club is a way for you to measure the growth of your business. So when you're hitting Success Club 5 every single month, that means that you're helping 3 people per month, right? That means that you're growing your business. People are trusting in you. You're practicing your business, right? You can't really say you're coaching if you're not coaching anybody. It means you're moving forward in your business. Some of those challengers might become coaches, yada, yada. It carries on through. So hitting Success Club is a big, big deal, which is why I continue to make a big deal out of it, because it is just an awesome way to measure everything. What we're going to do tonight, I'm not going to have a slideshow for you like I normally do, because I really want to get down and dirty in this marketing plan. I want to tell you how I organize my business. I didn't do this last month, but when I discovered how I can organize my business, structure my month, then life became so much easier. With who? Not right now. Not right now. Sorry, guys. Life became so much easier because, as you all know, in this business, you are the only one that's setting the pace, right? Even if you've got an amazing upline coach, your upline is not going to be telling you, okay, so now you need to do this, and now you need to do this. And you have to be self-driven. You have to say, okay, these are my goals and this is what I'm going to do. Not to say that your upline can't guide you in that direction, but you're not going to have a coach that's checking in with you saying, did you invite? Did you do this, right? Because first of all, that's exhausting on your upline. Second of all, you are a business owner. You should be able to do that. So once you can find a way to structure your month where it makes sense and it gives you that routine and that structure that you need, it's going to change everything for you. And so I was going to make a video and just post in the team page. And I thought, you know what, this is a better way to do it. So I can kind of talk you through it and walk you through it a little bit more. So let me see. I had to get out of my office because the service in there is really bad. I think some of you remember that. I went through half a call and no one could hear me. So I'm in my dining room. So I have to hold up my calendar. Good thing I work out, right? Yeah. Okay. Just kidding. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to focus on, and I'll make this easier for you to read in just a second, but what I want to focus on in your business, you need to determine your goals, right? Now, if you are on this call, I'm going to make a serious and huge assumption that you are a business builder. I don't think you're going to waste your time being on here just so you can hear me talk. So you have to determine your goals. And for me, my goals are to hit Success Club 10 at least every month because I want my free leads. And it's going to be to recruit coaches. Usually it's, a minimum of 5 coaches a month. And so how I'm going to get there is really a practice of reverse engineering. And so I'm not going to shoot in the dark and just hope it's going to happen, right? I've done that before. Guess what? It doesn't work. So once you structure your business and here are my goals, here is how I'm going to get there, and here are my daily actions or my weekly actions. That's what we're going to talk about. Catherine Campbell, hi! So when I'm structuring my month, I am focusing on 3 different things. A free group, a challenge group, if you can read that, it says CG, and a coach sneak peek, right? So as you'll see, I'm going to talk about the transition of these and why these are important in this order, okay? But obviously, these 2 right here are going to help me build my business, right? They're going to help me to connect with people, okay? So let me, hang on a sec. One-handed note taker here. Okay, so basically what you're doing by having this type of structure is by knowing what to post and why, because you always want to be posting with intention and purpose, right? If you're winging it and you're like, oh, here's my Shakeology, and that's all you do and you don't have a purpose to it, people are going to get real sick of you. But if you have a purpose and intention and a message, then it's going to go a lot smoother. Okay, so let me move my computer back a tiny bit here so you guys can see this whole board. I really wish I had a wall to put this on, but bear with me. Adapt and overcome, right? Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to walk you through how I'm organizing my month. Okay. I'm going to use August as an example because it's much easier to do that than to start mid-month here. So first of all, let's talk about our free groups. A lot of you have done free groups. They are fantastic. All right. Why are they fantastic? Well, because they're free and people are more willing to be a part of them. And they bring people into your network without any sort of pressure or sales or anything, right? It allows you to bring people in so you can make those connections. Can everyone get on mute, please? So you can make those connections, and I will talk about that transition there. So a free group, it could be a 5-day clean eating group. I don't suggest you do the same one every month because, again, it's going to get really old. You could do like a 5-day squat challenge, a 5-day ab challenge, a 5-day muffin top challenge, or maybe you do ab workouts, or, you can come up with something. You can actually go onto Pinterest or Google and you can type in free challenge groups and you'll get so many ideas. I do suggest you limit them to 5 days for the purpose of planning your month. Okay. Don't do a 30-day free challenge because I guarantee after about day 7 or 8, people are going to drop off. It's going to be a disaster. So we want to do free groups because, again, it's just an opportunity for people to get to know you, right? Now, free groups, I post on my business page and I make an ad out of it. So I'm boosting and I'm making an ad out of it, okay? And I also do it on my personal page. My personal page is where I get the most interaction for the free groups because everyone knows me and they're like, oh, yeah, she's doing something for free, woohoo! But I post on my personal page as well as my business page. Absolutely. And I have another video that I made, another team call talking about free groups. If you need to know more information about free groups, please go into my YouTube channel or go into the team page and you'll see how to do a successful free group, because I could go into so many details right now, but the free groups are how I have built up my personal database on Facebook to almost 2,000 friends from like 600. Because what you're doing is you are basically tagging people and then they are kind of promoting your group for you. So then you're bringing in new people. Okay. Okay. So what your free group does is the idea here is to take people from your free group to put them into your challenge group, which then you put them into your coach sneak peek, which hopefully they then become coaches, right? So you can see there's an order to this and there's a reason for this. Okay. So let me go into the structure of it. So for this, I would actually start my clean eating group. This is going to look pretty. Eating group. Okay, my seg. So I'm going to use that as an example. Also in the team page, I have created a 5-day clean eating menu and shopping list and exercise list that all of you have access to. It's in the team page. You can go and you can create your own. It does take a lot of time, which is why I have one there for you. You can use that for your own team. You can use that as a duplication system for your coaches, okay? But what I would do here, this is when my clean eating group is going to start. But what's really important when I'm talking about purpose and intention is knowing what weeks to do what, right? So am I just going to start on Monday morning and be like, hey, guess what? I have a clean eating group starting today. No, because people need time to prepare. They need time to shop. You need to open up the group. You need to, you know what I mean? You have things to prepare for. So what I would do is probably start, if you look at your calendar, if you have a calendar in front of you right now, that's wise. So if this is going to be my month next month, I would start at July 26th or 27th in terms of the promotion. I would start promoting on the 26th or the 27th, okay? And then you want to open up your free group like that Friday or Saturday before, okay? So you would start July 26th or 27th, which is the week before, okay? That's a Tuesday or a Wednesday before. So I would start promoting that week. And you could do an event on Facebook for it on your personal page, okay? You can do a video. I love the live videos because a lot of people watch them. You can do a really fun, colorful banner that's going to advertise it. So if you're doing it on your personal page and your business page, I would alternate, right? You don't want to double up every single day. So say Tuesday, I would do it on my business page. Wednesday, I would do it on my personal page. And then what you want to do, and this is part of the marketing plan I wanted to talk to you guys about, is not just promoting, right? If you saw the same ad over and over and over again, you might join, but there's other jabs that you can do. And what I mean by jabs are subtle hints or insights to what you're going to be doing. Okay. So, and I will talk about this in every category here, but if I'm going to be doing a clean eating group, and again, it's so much easier to get people into a free group. So, but I'll give you examples. If I'm going to do a clean eating group and I'm going to promote on Tuesday and I'm going to promote on Wednesday, say my business page and my personal page, those other days too, I'm going to be giving some jabs into that. So maybe I'm going to post, maybe from like the last group I did, I'm going to post some results, right? I like to do quotation marks of things that people in my former groups have said, or maybe they had a before and after. You know, if I have the permission, I will post that. Or maybe I'm going to post a really good, easy, clean eating recipe, right? What is that doing? That's getting people's wheels turning, right? So they're seeing your jabs. They're seeing, maybe you write a post, like I did this yesterday. I did a post about how a couple of years ago or 5 years ago, a snack to me was not hard-boiled eggs and kale. A snack to me was 26 grams of sugar granola bar and some goldfish crackers, right? So I'm talking about where I came from and where I am and how it's changed for me and how my energy is high. So those are jabs when you have personal things or insights to it that's going to help, okay? So I would be doing jabs that entire week. And then, of course, you would promote again, say that Friday, Saturday, right? Okay, so it's easier once I can show you the squares on here where you would be promoting. Okay, so clean eating group. All right, it's going to be running Monday through Friday. Again, 5 days, because most people are not going to do much on the weekends, right? Okay, so I'm doing my clean eating group. I'm doing a really good job at this. I'm making live videos or videos in general. I am giving them the shopping list. I've given them the shopping list, excuse me. I started the group on the Friday before, the Saturday before, so people have time to shop, okay? Again, we're talking about a clean eating group. If you do an ab group, you don't have to do things like that with shopping lists and stuff. But I'm doing videos every day so people can get to know me, especially the people that I don't know that maybe were friends of friends or people from my business page. And the people, by the way, the people that I bring over from my business page into this group, I always become friends with them on my personal page. Okay. That way you can have two-way communication. So I'm making videos every day. I'm talking about, maybe it's a struggle that I had. Maybe I'm showing how to make a really good recipe, how to make a quick 3-minute lunch, right? And then I also give them an exercise list to pick from. And so maybe I'm going to do a video of one of those exercises. The reason, whatever the video is, you can even talk about a blurb from a personal development book. I love the compound effect for my challenge groups because it focuses on the small changes, right? And that's what we're doing here. But the point of the videos is for people to see this, to hear this, right? They're making a connection with you. They're trusting you. Because on Wednesday of my free group is when I'm going to promote my challenge group. Okay? This is why it's so important to have a calendar so you know when to do it, because you don't want to all of a sudden become a week before your challenge group and you're like, oh, shoot, I forgot to promote it, right? So I'm going to start promoting my challenge group in the middle of my free 5-day group, okay? So now I've got relationships building, I'm making connections, I'm promoting my challenge group, I'm continuing to go through this clean eating group. The people in this clean eating group, this is why I suggest you become friends with them, because you're going to post on your business and your personal, because on your business, not everyone sees your stuff. You get more exposure on your personal, right? As they are on my personal page and I'm promoting my challenge group, they're going to start connecting the dots, right? They're going to say, okay, well, I'm in this free 5-day group. This is about Thursday or so is when I start to ask them, what are your plans for after this group? Because in most cases, people, if they're giving it 100%, they're having some really good results. I've had people lose up to 7 pounds at a 5-day clean eating group simply because they just cut the soda and they cut the sugar and they cut the, the crap. And they follow my meal plan, which is all clean and healthy and whatnot. So by this time I'm like, what are your plans? And they're like, usually this is, 90% of the time, I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I'm feeling so good. My energy is high. I'm sleeping better. This is my point to say, well, you know what? Starting on the 15th of the month, I have another group coming up. It's a little more intense. It'll basically just take the results you've had in 5 days and double them or triple them. And it's going to be longer. So you're going to get more time with me as your coach. You're going to have more tools to use. And it's going to be basically just a more serious group of what you just experienced. In most cases, people are like, oh, heck yeah, sign me up. I don't want this to quit. I feel great, right? So usually it's right around that Thursday of that free group, whatever it is, that I start to ask the question, what are your plans for after this? So then you start to, by this time, you know, you're talking to people. People are starting to see your challenge group promotion. Again, you're doing videos, you're doing banners, you're doing your marketing, right? So you're promoting, I mean, all the way, promote. And about here on the 10th of August is the deadline to order your challenge group, right? Because we're going to start on the 15th, and it's okay if they're a few days behind. So I say that's my deadline, okay? So basically you're promoting for about a week here, and then they have this time, this, you know, week or so to order. So you're getting most of your orders maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, maybe here, right? And then your challenge group is going to start. Oops, you can't see that, can you? Sorry. Your challenge group is going to start here on the 15th, okay? So at this point, usually in my free groups, I've had up to 150 people, okay? Now that's a big one. My biggest was 350. But even if you've got, say, 25 people here, and even if 5, which is a pretty decent number, 5 are getting results and 5 would move on to your challenge group, by the 15th, you have already hit Success Club. You see how this organization and the structure is helping you to, 1, reach your goals. You want to hit Success Club, right? So that's your first goal. So by the 15th, by the time that challenge group starts, the idea is for you to already have hit Success Club. Think about if 3 of those 25 people joined you for your challenge group. You've just hit Success Club 6. If 5, you've hit Success Club 10 by the middle of the month. Don't you think you'd be able to breathe just a little bit easier if you hit Success Club by the middle of the month? Like, that would feel pretty amazing, right? Okay. So you've got your challenge group starting here, okay? So at this point, you're running a really good challenge group. I'm going to go in, you know, to the same concept. You're making videos, you're making connections, you're checking in multiple times a day. You're putting your heart and soul into this challenge group because obviously you want people to see transformations. This is why you do this. This is why we're coaches, okay? So then on the 22nd, whoop, right over here, this is when I am going to start promoting my coach sneak peek. I'm 1 week into my challenge group. Okay. Usually the first week people are on fire, right? Everyone's motivated. Everyone's pumped up. This is maybe by the end of the week, you're checking in with people and people are like, oh my gosh, I've lost 6 to 7 pounds. I feel amazing. This is so cool. And they're on the high, right? We all know what that Beachbody high feels like. You're feeling good. Your energy's high. You're loving your challenge group. You're having a great time. Move this back a little bit more here. Okay. So by this time, say by the 20, maybe 21st, I'm checking in with my people individually. I'm running a great challenge group. I'm planting seeds here. I've got these motivated challengers and they are feeling good. They're loving their Shakeology. And I'm like, you know what? You are such a motivator in this group. You are highly enthusiastic. You know, I love the way that you are interacting with this group. You'd make a great coach. That's all I say. I didn't ask them to be a coach. I didn't ask them anything. I just tell them they'd be a great coach because they are, right? They're checking in every day. They're super motivated. They're enthusiastic. They're loving Beachbody products. Why would they not become a coach, right? So I'm planting that seed. And then by the 22nd of August is when I start promoting that sneak peek, which in this case, I would probably do the sneak peek, say, on the 29th, only because, usually we do them on Wednesdays. Again, everything changes a little bit according to the month and where things lay. But usually we do our sneak peeks on a Wednesday. But in this case, I'd probably do it here. So you'd have a couple of days grace period for people to sign up. Okay. So you're promoting business and personal. You're promoting. But again, you're not promoting by simply having the same ad run over and over and over again, having people unfriend you and block you, right? By seeing the same ad in the same video. So there's multiple ways to promote. And this goes back to the jabs. We are jabbing. So if you guys, I don't know, some of you weren't even on the team yet, but there was a point, I think Allie was, and Sarah definitely was. There was a point where we had everyone in the social media boot camp basically come up with an objection, right? We came up with objections, and every single day we posted publicly about objections, right? Like, I can't be a coach because I'm not in the best shape already. Or I can't be a coach because I don't know how to use Facebook very well. Like, come on, right? We can squash those. Who signs up as a coach knowing how to be a coach? I had no idea. I was shaking in my boots. But that's the thing, is the way you're going to promote is by jabs. So maybe I'm going to do an objection. I run my first initial sneak peek ad, right? Here I'm going to do an objection. I'm going to run my ad again, or my post or whatever, right? So all through the week, people are seeing like, oh, so she didn't know how to do it either? Or, oh, she wasn't in the best shape of her life either? Oh, okay, well, maybe I'm not the only one, right? You're posting these objections so they can see that, hey, not a big deal. And then you run your live sneak peek. We kind of got rid of the 3-day sneak peek because they just didn't work out really well, and I like this format much better. But say we're doing our live sneak peek on the 29th, people are in that group because they're seeing all of this. Now, this is including messaging people privately. This is also including just people just interested, just seeing the coaching part of it. But this is big time coming from challengers who are super motivated. So now, I know this is so scribbly and I'm sorry, but so you've got this challenge group running, right? Boom, boom. What do you think those challengers that are still motivated after 2 weeks, do you think when you invite them to this live sneak peek, do you think they're probably going to turn that down? Probably not. Why? It's free. There's no obligation. They're just getting to peek into all the seeds that you were planting. You'd make a great coach. Oh my gosh, you're doing everything that I do as a coach, except making extra money to put gas in your car, right? So you're planting those seeds, and you're telling these great challengers how they make great coaches, and then you invite them to the sneak peek. So you just kind of plop them back in, right? So say you've got a couple of people that sign up. So maybe you get, and in my case, if I'm trying to recruit, say 5 new coaches a month, say I got these 5 new coaches, right? So there you go. I just hit my second goal, right? Hit Success Club right here. Hit my second goal right there. That's how you organize your month. So going back to the jabs, they're so important, you guys. I mean, this can't work if you aren't doing jabs. So at the same time, when you're promoting your challenge group, the way that I would do jabs there, show before and afters. Show how, your own personal story about your own transformations, whether it's emotional, mental, physical, whatever. Maybe you're posting a picture of you working out, or a video of you working out to the program that you're going to be doing in the challenge group. And then you kind of sneak there at the bottom. Like you do a video and you talk about how, you love this move, you hate this move, you're being honest, whatever it is, right? But you're sharing that. And then at the bottom, you're like, don't forget about my group that starts on July 25th, or can't wait for you to be in my next group, or, you're adding something at the bottom. So it's not like a blatant challenge group ad, but you're adding it to the bottom. You're kind of sneaking it in there, right? So what I say sometimes is I say at the bottom, I'm so excited for my next group, because it's a very subtle way of inviting them. Like, I'm so excited to watch other people have transformations like this in my next group, which starts July 25th, something like that, to that effect. Okay. So you have to have those jabs in there. Otherwise, you're just becoming that coach that feels icky, right? This takes away the ickiness because you're putting those jabs in there instead of just promotion, where you're like, oh my gosh, stop being a Beachbody coach all the time, right? You're adding that personal touch in there. So again, free group, challenge group, coach sneak peek. I've hit both goals by this point. I've hit Success Club, and I've recruited new coaches. And if some of those coaches are challengers that came into the live sneak peek and they've already purchased a challenge pack, that's great. But also, you're hoping for people that have not gotten challenge packs yet. Brand new coaches, no challenge packs. So not only do you hit Success Club, but maybe you've gone above and beyond your goal, right? Okay. So let me see if I missed anything, you guys, here. But that is how I organize my month. And the thing is about this, you guys, when you have new coaches on your team and they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. How do I do this? What do I do? Teach them this. Teach them structure. Teach them a plan. I have done a video, I've done a team call on this before, but because we have so many new faces, I wanted to do it again. But it's so easy to duplicate. If you do this every single month, right? And you execute it every single month, and then you teach your team how to do this. Can you imagine what's going to happen, right? Your team's going to blow up. If everyone is sticking to this format, then your team's going to thrive. Your business is going to thrive. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think that was all I wanted to share. I even got it done in half an hour. Whoop. That was going to take much longer. Okay. All right. So I want to open it up to you guys. Do you have any questions or thoughts or, feedback or anything that you guys want to discuss about what I just shared with you? Does anyone do this right now? Does anyone structure their month like this? I like that nod, Sarah. Sarah Jensen's nodding. Good. So I have Raquel taught you this already. Good. I love it. See, Raquel's using the duplication system. And so will Sarah. Sarah Pierce, did you take off mute?
I did take it off mute. I just have the worst connection, so I'm having a hard time hearing you. Every time I kind of follow a system where I actually log these things, definitely it goes a lot better. And I can see that in the growth of my business, or where it just basically declines, where I, kind of fall off of that. And it does become way more stressful and harder to manage. So yeah, it's definitely, the proof is there.
Well, imagine if you are starting a brick and mortar company, right? You say you go in, you want to start a coffee shop. You go into the bank and you're like, I want to start a business. And they're like, okay, where's your business plan? And you're like, I don't know. I just thought I'd open the doors and just ask people when they walk by if they want a cup of coffee. Like, it doesn't work like that, right? You need to have more of a business plan, a marketing plan. And this is the way to do it, because you are, like I said, you're reverse engineering. You know what you want to do. Now you know how to do it. And the rest of the stuff, if you don't know, like, well, I don't know how to create an event on Facebook, or I don't know how to create a banner. Shoot, you learn that stuff, right? Those are just things that you learn. Easy peasy. But if you've got the foundation of this calendar, and again, it'll change every single month only because of where things lie. August was a fantastic example because I got to start that free group on the 1st of the month. So you have to kind of look at your month and say, okay, is the last month going to override? How am I going to do that? But at least you sit down to work and you're like, okay, so today I need to promote my challenge group. If I did an ad on Monday, I'm going to work on some sort of jab today. So maybe you make a video about how to make your favorite Shakeology recipe. Or maybe you make a quick video about making like the Shakeology balls or something. Or maybe you make a video like I did the other day. I had my 3 containers. I had my salad, I had my protein, and I had my black beans. And I was like, here's my containers. I filled them up, dumped them in a bowl, and I'm like, it was that simple, right? I told them where I got my food from. I got things from Trader Joe's, showed them. I think I sold probably 10 challenge packs. No, 8 challenge packs within those couple of days, because I was showing people, this is what I do, right? And then I would say, I would mention my challenge group in that video, and things just blew up. So it's all about those jabs. All right. Catherine Parent, what do you think?
Yeah, I need to start structuring it like that, because I really haven't been. I've just kind of been winging it, I guess.
Okay. Well, yeah, implement this. And I mean, follow. There's no reason why you guys can't follow this structure for August, because here it is, middle of July, and you can start promoting your free group, like I said, the 26th to the 27th, and that's in 2 weeks. Doesn't mean you just sit around and wait until then to do something. But, we still have a coaching sneak peek coming up. But yeah, I mean, you can implement this starting next month. Perfect example, which I'm glad it fell in this.
Oh yeah, I'm going to, definitely.
Good.
I have to have the structure. Now it all makes sense, how it all flows, and it'll make it easier for posting. Posting is my biggest, I just can never figure out what to post, but it makes sense when you have it all lined out. Then you know exactly what you're doing, and it doesn't have to be everything where the jabs are so much easier than having everything being, oh, that Beachbody Coach, if she does one more thing, because I know I see it on my feed all the time with It Works, and it drives me crazy, but they're my friends, so I'm not going to unfriend them, so it makes sense now. Now it's like a light bulb.
Good. And that's exactly what
yes.
once I figured out how to do my month, it was like a light bulb went off. And I'm like,
yes.
And I mean, I've not hit Success Club in over 24 months, you know? It's just, if you organize, then it'll happen. So, and it's all about that transition, right? You're taking your people from your free group, putting them into a challenge group, putting those people from the challenge group into your coach sneak peek. You do that every single month. You've got this multiplication system. This business just starts to grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alice,
Yes, thank you.
Kind of shaking your head a little bit. How do you feel about this, Alice?
I like the structure. I'm here to learn. I'm still getting my feet wet, but I do like the structure, and I see that the organization is very important. And you know, a great point was brought up about the posting. What do you post? But if you map it all out and lay it all out and plan for it, it comes very easy. And I'm starting to get that and see that.
Good. I'm glad. And, you know, if you haven't read the book, Jab, 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 Right Hook, that's where that term jab comes from. It's by Gary Vaynerchuk, Vaynerchuk, I believe. Or you can Google him, Gary V-E-E. He's actually going to be one of our guest speakers at Summit this year. So I am super pumped because he is a phenomenal entrepreneur. If you, he's got a potty mouth, I'll tell you that. So if you watch his YouTube videos, beware and make sure there's no children in the room, because he drops F-bombs left and right, which, you know, I don't care for it, but his message is very important because he's extremely good at this. And the idea of jabs is to add value, add value, add value, add value over and over and over and over again, right? And when you add value, like showing how to make a recipe, things like that, that's where those connections start to build. So then the right hook is your promotions, right? That's your right hook, is that actual promotion of all the groups we just talked about. So, but it's a great social media book. It even shows you examples. Here's what's good. Here's what sucks. So it's a good book. But
thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right. Anyone else have questions or comments? I know we've got some people on the phone. I can't see who they are, but phone people, are you there?
Yes, we are here.
You're not on the phone.
Oh, sorry. I'm blonde.
So this is recorded.
Yep.
So you'll probably have to go back and, you know, if it helps, I hope you took notes, but I will post this in the team page so you guys can go back. I know it was a little awkward with like my head poking out and I'm trying to write with over my calendar, but I think you got the gist of it. But if you have any questions, don't hesitate to post in the team page where, you know, everyone's here to help each other and you can, you know, help with the structure and stuff. But I hope that helps. And if no one has any more questions, I will let you go for the evening.
Have a good night.
All right. Bye. Thanks, guys.